we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Daniel Espino, singing he was impressive his last time out.
So dominant, only gave up one hit, and I know in the back of his mind he's thinking about how close he came, but he's got to forget about that and focus on his opponent in this one.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading
now
up
a
tonight
chance
for
for
the Angels,
Anthony Volpe.
the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And a big swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. Espino went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave him the day off.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Nolan Shanuel now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
And that one missing low.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Volpe leads off second with nobody out. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels.
That's outside.
Just missed. There's the strike.
Ball. 2-1.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
First and second, 1 out. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Inside, 1-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Center field. Merrill moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Here's the throw. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Yoan Moncada.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Logan
Good.
O'Hoppe in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Acuna. And that's the third out. Angels strand a couple. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back for more from the Bronx. And towing the slab, Yusei Kikuchi, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. And that is out of play. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
0-2.
Cut out and miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup of the Yankees. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Francisco Lindor.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. Espino back to work. Moncada matched a homer in his last game. And the 1-0. In the air out to center. Merrill, long run, corrals it. And there's one down.
Batting 7. The left fielder, number
Taylor
3.
Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
1-0.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Mickey Moniak, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And the right-hander deals. That one misses.
That's the ball.
And now 2-0.
Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
3-1.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Merrill raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked
The right
himself
fielder,
into a good
Ryan
count. Absolutely
Hilda.
blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. Rocketed out towards right center. And that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to
Anthony
do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So the batting order turns over. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit outside.
That's outside.
And that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Next offering
That's the ball.
upstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Hee-haw!
Just missed. Nolan Shanuel on deck for the Angels. Noda at second with 2 down. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And ball 1 to Judge.
1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well struck right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
So Harper stands in.
Harper.
He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. To the right side, Rengifo. Harper retired.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Francisco
Lindor comes up to the plate.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20
1 ball, no
pitches.
strikes.
That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And a foul ball. Ball to strike. Check
That's the ball.
swing, no appeal. Next pitch is downstairs. Yainer Diaz getting on deck circle. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. To the warning track. Makes the catch. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back.
Leading off for the
coming off a
Angels,
series
the
where the
first
pitching
baseman,
was
Nolan
outstanding.
Shanuel.
We take a look at those numbers. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
And next for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rengifo in his 6th season, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Runner at first with no outs here. Late swing, foul to the left. That one to first. And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
First and second, no outs. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Lindor, that's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. And that's outside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
A couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the two-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is even, 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Angels strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and now catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Just
That's
missed.
the ball. 1-0.
Not close with that one. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Goes to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss.
1-2's the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Tipped into the mid, strike 3. Down in order go the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Start of the 4th. Now the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Fastball for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. That misses.
Outside. That's
And
the
it's
ball.
1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he
center
likes to
fielder,
shoot the
number
ball
8,
the other way,
Mickey
but that time, a
Moniak.
little anxious.
And next for L.A., Mickey Moniak. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 1 strike.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Base is empty with 2 away. Ryan Noda will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. And that one lifted in the air center field. Merrill gets under it, nabs it, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back at Yankee Stadium, now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Ramirez stands at second with no outs. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here is Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Here comes the Judge around third, and he boots it, and he'll pull into second safely.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Francisco Lindor. Fly to left his first time. Ripped to third. Handles, throws to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And now Yainer Diaz worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. Well, right now, this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So, got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
One out and a runner at second. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right
Now
there. And I don't mean to laugh,
fielder,
but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill. Swings here and blasts one left field. Ranging back, reaching for it, makes the catch. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We played 4. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Volpe.
Espino back to work. And that one clips the corner.
You know, these Angels looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
1-2.
And a good eye there.
Ball. 2-2.
3-2 now. And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And here is Nolan Shanuel, 1 for 2. Strike one.
0-1.
Foul ball there.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Rip towards third. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. A walk, and he's also singled. Gloves it on the dive. Over to first. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
And now, Jorge Soler. First offering, and it just
1 ball,
misses.
no strikes.
Rengifo off of first with 2 away. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out. Out number 3. Angels leave 1. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That clips the corner.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard.
Moniak makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
They've thrived in the high-impact moments of this ball game, and I love seeing it. It's always impressive to me when hitters can rise to the occasion when the pressure's on and drive that runner in.
That one out to right. Noda makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Ramirez now at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
14, Logan O'Hoppe.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
O'Hoppe in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here is Moncada. He's been a great free agent sign. There's the strike. One down, base is empty. And that one is in for a strike. Fly ball down the line. Doyle makes the grab for the 2nd out. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. 0 for 2 in this one. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. The Halos down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. And now the count is even. And downstairs.
2-1. Ball.
Mickey Moniak would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Popped foul out of play off to the right. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hard hit right side. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 2.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now
Angels.
for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
52.
mound. Hans Kraus.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Aaron Judge
Leading
at
up
the plate.
for the Yankees.
He's
the
not
right
going to get
fielder,
cheated up
Aaron.
there.
No, he's not. He's looking to
Judge.
do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Judge waits. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
There comes an 0-2 to Judge.
1 ball, 2
Outside
strikes.
with a breaking ball. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. Outside
full
low.
count.
And a full count now. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So
Take
a
your base.
leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch,
Now
and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Right.
So man aboard.
Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. On the ground to first. Could be two. Feed to second. That's one. Relay to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play. And then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Francisco Lindor, the next to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive
Now
and got something he could handle. Pitch was
Younger.
away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Man at first, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Lindor on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. He's safe. Check on the runner. Lindor back in there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one the other way. Nice grab. The Yanks lead one, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Leading off for the
So digging in,
center
Mickey
fielder, number
Moniak.
8,
He went
Mickey
deep back in the 4th. A pretty
Moniak.
important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Bogey, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Now
Welcome
pitching
back.
for
We're in the
New
7th.
York
We have a new
Yankees,
pitcher on the mound. Ben
number
Joyce.
48.
And we all know about his
Man.
slider. It's just filthy, man.
Go.
And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Check swing, called strike. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that one finds its way through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'd say a
Now
mistake
batting,
pitch
right
in an
fielder,
0-2 count.
Ryan.
Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now the right fielder, Ryan Noda. Yeah, that's fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
No, that
Next
missed, that's the
offering
ball.
is down low. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
Bird gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult.
Lindor. Acuna has it for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the Angels.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And now, Nolan Schanuel. Swinging a foul out of play. Tying run at the plate. Runner takes off. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
We're back
Angels.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
56.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Pretty
Mark
tight game, so
Leiter
they're looking for quality
Jr.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center
Leading
fielder,
up for the
Jackson
Yankees,
Merrill.
the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
In the air, center field, Moniak has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one.
Now
One
batting,
down.
second
Really
baseman,
nice job to get your
Luis
first out of the
Angel
ball game.
Acuna.
So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Pinch hitter
hitting for the
coming on.
Yankees,
Hesum
number
Kim
17.
looking to start something with 1 gone.
Let's go, Yankees. Show 'em how it's done.
And that's in the
Ball.
dirt.
1-0.
In the air, right field, Noda under it. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 3. That's outside, and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Jose Ramirez waiting to hit for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. And that is low for ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at
Up
first
next
base is
for
going to
the
have a
Yankees,
very aggressive
the
secondary
third baseman,
lead. So a
up
ball down the
next,
line or into the gap
Ramirez.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ramirez
Yeehaw.
now in the box, comes up empty with a
No
swing
balls.
there.
1 strike.
Outside
That's the
low,
ball.
and now it's even 1-1. Outside.
2-1. Let's go, Bombers.
Pulls that one foul.
Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Doyle, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, the designated
Now
hitter.
up as the Yankees DH, Juan Soto.
Soto.
And a breaking
That's a
ball
ball.
misses outside. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on.
2-0.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning. So they strand a pair. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 2. Back at the
Leading
ballpark
off
as
for
we
the
take a
Angels,
check of the
second
bullpen
baseman,
so far this
Luis
season.
Rengifo.
Welcome back, and a new arm
Now
on the mound to
pitching
start
for
the
the
8th.
Yankees,
Hunter Gaddis.
He's throwing the ball
33.
very well overall this season. He's
Hunter.
been really tough to get to.
Yeah, it
You
is.
see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Soler stands in now and watches strike
0-1.
1. Gaddis, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Fouled off left side.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Strike 2. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Angels held in check. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for
number
the
57,
Angels.
taking over on the mound.
Number 57.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now it's the right
Leading
fielder,
off
Aaron
for the
Judge.
Yankees, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
One ball, no strikes.
Judge rips that one. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Harper, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Yeah, that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 and 2's the count.
That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. He goes down looking. So they go quietly there through 8 full. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 2. Back in New York, here comes Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pen in terms of the matchup.
Mason Miller.
Swinging a foul straight back. Miller, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Ward, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Angels trailing by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Lifted in the air down the left side. Doyle drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 8.
So it's their
Mickey
last chance in this one. And
Moniak.
next for the Angels, Mickey Moniak.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Dives and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Ryan Noda. On the ground. What a stop. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The fun play right there, Boog. He lays all the way out, makes the stop, but just wasn't able to get it there in time. And, of course, there's the hustle out of the box as well to earn the infield single. Just a great baseball play.
First and second, 2 outs. Volpe getting ready to hit. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. That should get the dugout going. His 7th home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 5-4. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
So 2 down. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Sets him down looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. Fought off foul.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that one in the air center field. Moniak moving under it. Puts it away for the out. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Merrill up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And fouled off. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Now one
That's
missed.
a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside.
That's a really good take.
Hesung Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One down, base is empty. Got him looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's not bowling, and you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
So they're down to their final out. Hesung Kim stepping in now. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And that is out of play. Tap foul at the plate. Bednar is just one strike away. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Two outs. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count's full. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. This one's driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 5-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Brenton Doyle digs in now. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Stays alive.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Next pitch is outside. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Outside low, and the count now even up.
2-2.
High fly ball out towards left center. Ward sizes this one up, brings it in, and that'll do it. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 5 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in New York, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
Miller back to work.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
The 0-1. That's out to center field. Merrill sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That clips the corner. Next offering misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate.
Struck him out looking.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And he chases that one. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
new pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jose
number
Quijada.
65.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now, Jose Ramirez. That's towards center. Moniak under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Big situation. And here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Pitch out, but no action. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he's sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece and stays alive. Winning run at third, 1 down. On the ground right side. And they put the tag on him for the out. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Judge over the top.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
2-2.
2 outs. Just misses there.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bryce Harper, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Got him! And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to inning number 11 we go. We're all tied up 5-5. Back at Yankee Stadium, the batter now, Yoan Moncada. First pitch misses. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He's got it, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a pop-up. Harper. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 8, Mickey Moniak.
And now the center fielder, Mickey Moniak. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now in the Bronx, all set for the bottom of the 11th.
Leading off,
and here's the first baseman, Bryce
the
Harper.
first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Hit on the ground to the right side. A sliding stop. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
Well, Boog, as an
Now
infielder,
batting,
you have to be ready
shortstop,
for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. Outfield moves in, looking to cut down the winning run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Moniak settles under this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Relay throw. Across is the winning run. And the Yankees walk it off in the 11th.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Six-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.